Hey there, thrifty friends, welcome to my channel. Today I will be talking about 5 things. I gotta put my pen down. 5 things that I wish I knew before I thrifted my entire apartment. Now, I would call myself a very thrifty person, and when I knew that I was moving into this apartment, I went crazy with the thrifting. I bought kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, mugs, oh my gosh, clothes, so many different things that I thought I knew, but looking back, I wish that I did these 5 things. And before we get started, if you love watching thrifting content, hearing tips and tricks, watching me go to the Goodwill bins with friends, looking at my thrift hauls, smash that subscribe button down below, and when you do, comment in the comment section, I subscribed, and I will do my best to get back to you. Actually, I don't really do much else besides work in this, so I will get back to you for sure. But press that subscribe button down below and you will see all kinds of new content. I'll be putting out some stuff now Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, so when you subscribe you will see that notification come up on your phone and you'll get to see my beautiful face every time I make a video. Anyways, enough about that nonsense. 5 things that I wish I knew. It kind of looks like 4, but 5 things that I wish I knew before I thrifted everything in my apartment. Also, a little tidbit before we get started, I thrifted this 2014 Starbucks mug and I'm in love with it. I have to show you my mug collection. That will be a video at some point, but we're gonna move on. Okay guys, number 5. I have it all written down. Very traditional way of doing things, huh? Number 5. I wish I would have paid attention to the cheap picture frame and tool section in the thrift store. I knew that I wanted art in my apartment, and I guess it did not occur to me that first of all, if I wanted to hang anything, I needed tools. Thankfully, I got a tool set from my dad, but before that, I didn't even think about getting tools. I didn't think about getting a hammer. I didn't think about nails. I didn't think about command strips. I was just like, oh yeah, I want art in my apartment. Yeah, so that didn't really work out too well for me. And along with that, I love hanging pictures of my boyfriend, my friends, my family up on the walls. And before I thrifted my entire apartment, I wish I would have picked up some picture frames or stopped by the cheap picture frame section, because I do remember stopping by those places, but I never thought about taking the pictures that were in there before and taking them out and just using the picture frame or whatever. More recently, I have been shopping for frames at the dollar store, and let me tell you, those frames suck. Some of them are cute, but the backs where it kind of pins onto the cardboard is just terrible. So I have a bunch of dollar store frames hanging on my walls, and they're pretty, they all look really good, but I wish I would have maybe spent that $1 at a thrift store and gotten a nicer frame, someone, you know, a frame that somebody used and didn't really want anymore. So that is my number 5. I wish I would have done both of those things. Number 4, I wish I would have picked up more plates and cups at the thrift store. At the time, I didn't realize how cheap plates and cups actually were. What I ended up doing was going to the dollar store and getting plates and cups there. As much as the dollar store is very cheap, it's only $1. You are getting what you pay for, so you know, it's a company, that stuff is made to be $1, so you know, plates are plates, cups are cups, whatever. But at the thrift store you may find something much cuter, you may find something that is your style that's a lot cheaper. You may find a plate that's 25 cents and you could get 4 of them for $1 instead of spending $1 on a plate. So if we're really thrifting, we gotta do it right, you know? I will say that I did thrift 4 plates. The rest of them in my cabinet are dollar store plates, but I did thrift 4 plates. I paid $6 for them. They charged $1.50 for each one, so it really wasn't bad at all, especially for how cute they were. I will show you here, 1 second. Here we are. I have a thrifted vintage Target winter plate. I was looking these up on eBay and people are selling them for $10 a plate, and I found 4 of them at a thrift store for $6. So I just thought that was the cutest thing of all time. Like, if we're being completely honest, that is relationship goals. Anyways, my advice to you for that one is to think about thrift store cups and plates. I did at one point find fine china at the thrift store, and if you live by a Goodwill outlet, especially where I live, it's 19 cents per pound for any glassware. So if you think about getting plates and cups, I would do it there 100%. Plus, you could always find cute things like this, and when your friends ask you about it, you could be like, oh, I thrifted it because I'm a queen. Tip number 3. I had a 4 up there, but 3. I wish I would have been less embarrassed about asking my friends and family if they were giving anything away. And I think if you're in a similar situation, it's super embarrassing to admit that you need something or that you could use something that they're getting rid of. If you were in a situation like this, of course you should offer to pay. I think in a majority of situations, if they're a friend or family member, they'll be like, no, just go ahead and take it. And, you know, not that you should go in assuming that they're going to make you pay, but if they do, you know, it is their thing. So you should be prepared if they're like, yeah, you know, give me this much for it and I'll give it to you. So that wouldn't be bad at all. You'd still be thrifting technically, but if they give it to you for free, then you didn't have to spend something on that item. So let's say they're giving away a side table or a couch or something and they just want you to have it. God bless family members and friends of all kinds. We love them. But if they're giving something away like that, don't be afraid to be like, hey, I'm getting an apartment or I'm getting a house or something. I could use that specific thing. And I think more often than not, they will give that thing to you. When I was first thrifting for my apartment, I had one specific friend that was getting rid of a bunch of stuff that she had. It was actually last year. It was our last year of college, so a lot of my friends were taking a bunch of things out of their dorms and throwing them away. And I ended up asking one friend if I could use some of her stuff, and she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, like I can't bring this back to where I live. You know, it'd be too much to ship. Of course you can take it. I offered money, I offered my services, and she was just so nice. She was like, no, just take it. So I ended up using a lot of her stuff here in my apartment. It was kind of a weird feeling to be like, hey, can I have that? I don't know, like it makes you, I don't know. I guess there's some part of me at least that just doesn't want to sound desperate. And, you know, if you can go buy it, then you can go buy it. But also, if it's going to end up in the trash, like if they're going to throw it away anyway, then just say, hey, do you mind if I take that? Or, you know, I could pay you for it or whatever. So if you have a friend or family member, don't be afraid to throw yourself out there and, you know, say, hey, I have an apartment. I need this for my house. Do you think I could use that? Tip number 2. This is why I shouldn't go into singing. I wish I would have paid more attention to the space I had, such as the dimensions, the colors, the theme, what exactly I wanted it to be. And I think in my head, I just wanted it to be a conglomerate mess of a living room or house or apartment. I don't really know. I don't really know what I had in mind. I just knew that I wanted to thrift everything, and I definitely did that. So I think I will throw in a picture here so you can see my living room. I also used it as my thumbnail so you could, you know, see what my living room looks like, but literally 95% of everything in this house is thrifted, given as a gift. I got it for free from someone. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, you know? I mean, why would you spend like $500 on something new when you could just get it from someone who is giving it to you or is offering a low amount for it, which is basically thrifting. So everyone watching this video, I'm sure you're a thrifter or want to be a thrifter. So these are just tips that I use, not to be Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, but you know, if you can save a few dollars, let's do it, okay? But for real, what I didn't think about was matching furniture, matching rugs, matching the colors of everything in the apartment. So my living room is a little bit of a mess in my opinion. Or maybe it looks cute. I don't know, maybe it looks like a super vintage cute thing, but sometimes I'll look at it and I'm like, I wish I would have matched like my couch and the ottoman. I wish I would have gotten a different coffee table. I wish I would have paid more attention to matching things and the rugs. I got a few rugs for the bathroom and some of them didn't match, but you know, they were rugs, I had them there. So if you're one of those people that care about the theme, the matching of everything, just, you know, pay more attention to when you're thrifting that stuff. So maybe get a pack of 2 if it's there. So if someone donated 2 bathroom rugs that are the same, make sure to pick both of them up. Or if you find a shower curtain that matches those rugs, go ahead and thrift it. Just don't buy things that you don't need. That's all I say. Don't buy things that you don't need because you'll be wasting your money. Okay guys, drum roll, we're down to tip number 1. Tip number 1, guys. Are you ready? I wish I would have made a list of everything I needed. That sounds like a very common sense thing to say, and it's truly not. When I say I went into it blind, I really went into it blind. I looked up lists on Google, like what's a list for someone getting a new apartment? What do I need? And you know, it'd go kitchen utensils, kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, living room stuff. And you know, I wrote all that stuff down and would try to thrift it, and I would check it off on this little piece of paper. So in a way I did make a list, but there was some stuff that I ended up getting that I never used. Like I got this meat thermometer that I don't even know if it works, but I thought it came in the box. It, you know, the batteries in it were new. I was like, oh, okay, this is cool. Maybe I just don't know how to use it. Maybe it's my fault. But I got some of the stuff thinking that I was going to use it, and I didn't. So my advice to you, if you're thrifting for your apartment, is to make a list and stick to that list, because what I said before is you're only going to be wasting your money and time. So if you're going to the thrift store and you find a super cute pillow, but you already have like 15 pillows, you don't need to spend the $5 on a pillow, because the point of thrifting is to save money, not spend it, right? So save your money. If you're addicted to pillows and blankets like I am, just don't go by that section. I know it's hard. Trust me, I know it's hard, but just don't put yourself in a situation where you can look at that stuff, and only stick to the list that you have. So if you're looking for a shower curtain, like I talked about before, if you're looking for plates and cups, make sure that that is written down, and when you buy those things, check it off. So the next time you're there, you don't buy that, or you don't forget that you bought it, or you don't make yourself buy more. Because if the point is to make everything match, make your apartment look, you know, cohesive, then that is what I would do, or what I would have done. I would not have strayed from the list that I made, and would have made a more strict list. And by doing all this, you will save a ton of money and time, unlike me. But you know what? There's gotta be someone that does it to tell you how to do it, okay? But okay guys, that is all I have for you today. And my coffee is almost gone, so we're off to a great start of the day. These are the 5 things I wish I knew before I thrifted my entire apartment. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please press that like button. I'm trying to grow my channel, and it would mean the world to me if you were to like and subscribe. I would also love for you to connect with me in the comments. I love connecting with people, let me tell you. Like, I just want to hear what you have to think. Like, if you agree with these things that I have, if you thrifted your entire apartment and you have something you want to add, or, you know, if these helped you and you're thrifting for your apartment now, please let me know. I would love to know if this helped you at all. But guys, you have a great day. Subscribe, like, and I will see you next time.